Hey there, it's Michael Greenwood. So this video is going to be about money mindset. So yeah, strap in, listen, and let's get started with this then. So this is not about the stock market. It's not about property investment, anything like that. And I'm going to reveal in a bit the secret to this, my secret to this, basically. So quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give advice on money or anything like that. This is just my personal take on this, my opinion. This is just what I've learned, in my years on this earth. And I'm still learning, and I'm still, a work in progress with it, but I've learned a lot about money in this time. Right. So I'll just give you the secret now, actually. So the secret that I've learned to money is it's actually work on yourself. It's actually really, work on your own education. And I'm not talking about school or college or university or anything like that. Not like traditional education, because I didn't learn anything about money at school. I didn't learn about anything really to do with money or budgeting or personal finance or investing or anything like that. Now, when people say investing, everybody thinks about the stock market, but I'm not going to talk about the stock market for this one. But I am going to talk about how I invest in myself. So what I do every day is spend at least an hour and a half, 2 hours on watching like podcasts from people who are making more money than me, basically. And I'm looking for like the golden nuggets of information, and I'm reading books as well, and I'm basically learning from people who have like already walked the path that I'm looking to walk. Basically, I'm always taking notes on things. I leave myself voice notes and stuff like that, and that for me is the secret. It's education. But it's very kind of targeted in what I want to achieve, basically. So it is about having role models and looking up to people who are doing better than you, really. And it's really about leveling up in terms of the company that you keep as well. So actually starting to, show up at events. So show up, at events where people are going to be. And that can be online, it can be, face to face and stuff like that as well. And actually start to notice around you how people are behaving, people's habits and stuff like that, people's money habits and money mindset as well. So how they dress. And what I've noticed is people with a lot of money, they actually don't care really that much about so much about material things. And you might think that some of it will be that they've kind of gone through that phase and bought everything that they wanted, and then just got bored of it. Just realised that really, self-actualization in terms of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it goes much beyond the kind of material, physical realm. It's more about what's up here, and it's more about spirituality. If you look at, for example, the Vitruvian Man, where there's a guy with a square around him, and that's kind of the confines of the body or the physical realm, and then there's a circle, and that's kind of indicating spirituality. So I think what Da Vinci were looking at that when he were studying, philosophy and stuff like that. I think you were basically saying, look, we're in this body. We've got it's much more than the physical. So you can tap into something that's within you already, basically. So it's finding out who you are as well, who you already are, basically. I think a lot of us lose that, when we're getting inundated with all dopamine and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty important to understand that. So basically, if you're wanting to do well in terms of money, it's actually also not focusing on the money, it's focusing on adding value as well. So focusing on actually just finding problems to solve, and then the money flows in anyway. That is the number one thing that I'd say. Look, if you're struggling for money right now and you're watching this, don't think about stock market, don't think about trading, don't think about property investment. Just actually find a skill that you're already good at, or something that you can learn, basically something that brings all your skills together, and then from there actually, you know, deliver a really good service, and get really well known for doing that service. And let's say, I'll give you an example. Let's say you're a copywriter, so you write for a living, which is, you know, it can be tough these days because of AI and stuff like that, ChatGPT, LLMs like that. But let's say you're really good copywriter, and it's one of the main, most important things in marketing. I would basically niche down. I would get a client in your niche, and then I would get some really good case study from that, and then I would leverage that to get more clients. I'd just add value. I won't even think about the money. I know you need the money to live and things like that, but I'd really know that the money's coming from you doing a good job from that. Right, so this is going to be a short video. I'll do another one tomorrow. I'll carry on from this theme as well, from this topic. And I'll love you and leave you for now, and see you next time.